Welcome back to my RC Live. We're checking out this guy, Harry Mack. He's got a pretty cool YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys can hear him okay, hear me okay. Let me know in the comments if you can't hear what I'm saying and all that good stuff. But we're going to listen to this guy flow while I work on this rc10 GT. Since the last live session a couple of hours ago, we've gotten a lot of the front end together. I gotta go through and figure out the bind issue. I know that it is some of the tie rods. Don't know which rod end it is that is the problem here, but I got the servo in. Ooh, jeez. Got the servo in. Got it centered. Got my cord pearl, battery tray, antenna mount. I don't remember where I left off. I think it was step 3, which was basically just getting the knuckles installed. But Bam's in bed now. I can just burn the midnight oil, y'all. Let's get this out here. This guy's pretty cool. I guess I could turn it up for you guys so you can see a little bit what I got playing here.
How y'all feeling right now, man? 30 volume up. This is Wordplay Wednesday. Yours truly, Harry Mack. 30 words in the live chat. I'm gonna drop on the live rap. Y'all know how we do this. Yeah. I knocked the door off the door frame. Picking up the month of door frame. We've been doing your slang. You couldn't keep up with this at all. Shot the filler, you feel it. I'm gonna represent the dog. Hey, let's go. Best freestyle ever. Coming through with the
What the heck?
rhymes is clever. I listen to you every day, also with the nighttime. If you always coming with the hype rhymes, y'all know why I night mine constantly. Get with the I'm in movement, I'm constantly improving.
That guy's pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah, any style when I'm ripping it. Everywhere at once, I'm the main feature. Big mama singing you very beautiful Lisa. Congratulations, no doubt.
Alright. Get some tunes going. Hopefully this guy doesn't flag a it shouldn't, right? He's on YouTube. It shouldn't flag a response from the man. So I am putting the top of the radio tray in. Sorry, the battery tray. What does that take? There's some kind of spacer. Maybe it's this aluminum washer. Oh yeah. Half inch. Yeah, dude, this guy. What is his name? This guy is freaking phenomenal. Harry Mack. He does a, this is a recorded Wordplay Wednesday, episode 116 of his. This guy's badass. I could just listen to this guy for hours, and I probably will. Especially if he won't bust my channel for copyright, which I don't think it will happen.
Shout to Andrew. Shout to Buck Honey. Shout to everybody, man. What's going on? Jordan in the chat. Jordan Levi, Daniel 91, Big Mama / Lindsay, Zane UI, Class. It's real, man. Yeah. Alright, turn the volume up right now. If y'all are having fun, man, you know what to do. Click the like button. Let's get some more eyes on this thing. Yeah. Let me see where it's at. Let me see where it's at. Look at where it's at. I'm about to break it down. Come on, crazy sound. I'm about to break it down. Get the family, you get this down. And the oil and nuts will pass out. And when it's with the wordplay, this week is the go. In the
Boy, that's tough. I'll have to 3D print a battery tray for this to hold the little shorty light bulbs that I use. Because they're shorty and they're LCG. I ended up using this Hexfly servo in here that Grandpa BB gave me. He said, with these trucks, she used to race them, so he would know. But with these trucks, you use a very slow, weak servo. Dude, I wonder where this guy's from. Harry Mack, if you end up seeing this, where do you live? I want to come check out a show. Heck yeah, you're rad, dude. I feel bad. One of my first YouTube channels that I ever started was local only music out here in Oceanside. Like you know, like the bar shows and small venue shows. Alright, so getting a little disorganized here. I got the receiver. It is bound to my transmitter. I've got my steering settings adjusted. I found a random ESC sitting around to use just to get the everything trimmed in. And I just finished putting in the battery tray, so I'm going to start the rear suspension, it looks like. Set this chassis aside, actually. Guess we gotta get this bag out. Bag G, let's see here. Yeah, bag G right here.
What's going on, YouTube? How we feeling? Hey, y'all are crazy right now. Shout out to everybody that's here rocking with me.
What do you guys think of this dude? You've heard him before? You guys a fan? You dislike that type of music for some reason? Let me know. What do you think? Stop. Some rare knuckles. You know, the plastic, it does. It is like some kind of fiber reinforced. It feels like it. I just remember these parts being bigger when I was a kid. Like they felt perky and tough, and now it just feels dainty and thin. And I don't know. Maybe it's a little different, maybe it's the same. So unfortunately, my local hobby shops, they did not have bearing kits for me to use. So I ordered a set. I'm going to go ahead and pre-assemble it and maybe run it once or twice on the bushings, kind of get it close. My daddy raised me to put ball bearing kits in every one of my RC car kits. So that's what I do to this day. But who knows? Seems like lately I run my cars like The drift cars are a different story, man. I've been loving those drift cars. I drive that drift car. Man, I gotta get down to the drift track tomorrow. I gotta get down there tomorrow. What do I got here? Is everything I need in this bag? Probably.
Nope, I can't put that one. I'm sorry, what that is. Yeah, okay, okay, yeah. Actually, here, maybe I could just expand it temporarily. Okay, there we go. Now can I move? Yeah. Had to expand it temporarily.
Oh, let's see here. There's a bunch of little springs stuff in this bag. And a bag G. I feel like I need some trays. What's up? Check it into the comments. Where are you from? Where are you? What you doing? Who is that? What you working on? You building anything on the bench? Do you know this guy? This shit's wild. Harry Mack. Been watching him for a minute. That feels like that's going to be tough to get out of there later. You said a bad word. I don't like that. Whatever. Got this little hammer with my old shelves. Some of you guys probably remember that. Maybe. I think I drove a lot of you guys away with babysitting my 3D printer with you. I could see how that would be really frustrating. Alright. Getting into some driveline parts. Dog bones are about to go in. We'll be building that transmission sooner or later. Looks like we, on this page, I'm on step, I don't know, page 9. Man, this guy's so good. I don't know what grease to use there. I my black high pressure grease. I do plan on tearing this down and putting the bearings in as soon as I get done. I'm sure this grease is just going to make a nice big mess. But you know, this ain't going to be no shelf clean. This is gonna be a backyard bandit here, boys. Building up this backyard bandit. Hey, this guy could just go and go and go, huh? I guess I should probably like tag him on the stream and be like, hey bro, hope you don't mind that I streamed you in the background. I don't know how the legalities of that works. You know, this is the same platform, right? I think that really just gives me free leeway or whatever, but... Oh, he's eating luck. I have one of my wheel hex adapters. I get to test fit that now. Not even close. Interesting. I can fix that though. These axles are 6.32. Maybe it is. Not even close. 6.32, and then there is a taper there. I need to make different adapters. Tight. Anyways, back to this. Got some grease on there. Put the wheel bearing space in her. Roll pin. Let's see, where's the roll pin? Oof. That's a roll pin. I always hated this part. Damn, Mac. Edward Mac to the rescue. My shit was so boring. Hey, how do you guys do these? This should be done in a press. Oh, bro. I've never called music my religion, though. Sure wish I said how to get that guy in there. So, have you built a rc10 GT? Whoever happens to be watching, there's a roll pin here. I gotta get this roll pin in. What's up? Let me know who that is over there. What's up? Welcome to the channel. We're working on an rc10 GT. Checking out some Harry Mack. Hmm. How did I used to get these? What do I have? You know what? I got a vice somewhere. You know, I was laughing earlier and calling this the Watch Me Look for Tools show. Sure, that's most people.
Okay. Get it. 1, 2, 1, 2. How y'all feeling right now? We good? Throw some hearts in chat, man. Y'all know what it is.
What the heck is that vice?
Big words.
Well, whatever. A little improvisation. Never got too many people killed. Couple. What do we got here? Roll pig. Axel. Yeah. Magnet. Looking for something to put underneath, just put some back pressure on it. 'Cause I'm about to whack the shit out of this rod. Whack the shit out of this rod on my desk. Right on live Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. That's just gonna push down here. Let's see. Let's just see what happens. That's so annoying.
And the lizard wizard. Oh, no doubt, okay. That's tight. Second doppelganger.
What the heck? What the heck?
Got some track. Oh, that's right, exact. Yeah, we can prove it on time. I blow your mind with these strong rhymes. I do my thing when I'm in it. I know that the mic not timid. I step your feet when I bring that heat. Y'all know that my flow is infinite. Hey, I vibrate with this message like I'm texting. R2D2 all up in my X-Men. Yeah, shout out to my droid. That's my co-pilot. I shine like ultraviolet. Y'all know my flow is
That's
violent.
funny. The video I was watching before this was a guy that crafted a full-scale R2D2 droid. That was pretty interesting. Should have saved the link. So what's up, guys? Making it out to the drift track tomorrow? Oh. Where is my box? Ah.
Yeah, man, we gotta focus on all mind, body, spirit, all three combined in my level.
There we go. Boom. Let me put the squeeze on. These slices aren't always that bad, eh? Plastic. What can we do? Should I squeeze it in? You can't get it fucking started. Maybe I should grease it. Grease might even help hold it in place, huh? Sharp. All right. I just gotta be able to start this thing. Round pliers. Man, I used to do this fine when I was 12. I don't know what to do. Alright. Thank you, wood floor. Thank you, Wayne. This is Wayne's old house. Wood floor seems pretty easy to find stuff on. I should build a tool for putting this particular kit together. Oh, is this a zombie movie? Oh. Wolf.
Yeah. All my members out the blazer. From Cali out to Southeast Asia. Yeah. Indian, embassy, oceans. That's what
Oh, that did not work.
Over 100 endangered animals. I hope that we can keep them alive and not damage them. Yeah, we got to keep them healthy.
I don't know what it is, but whenever I'm live is when I end up with an allergy attack or end up with a this or that tool locked off. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, I'll tell you. I got 3 steps in like an hour. And I turned you guys off, and in 3 hours I'm on page 9. Gosh, what am I doing here? All I'm trying to do is press this roll pin in. Alright. Maybe a magnet would help here, huh? Right. That's how I'm holding that. Got an Allen wrench and a magnet on the back. I'm going to try to squeeze it in this vise. See how this goes. I feel like it's just going to break the jaw of the vise because it's plastic. Plastic soft gel. But it's also just a roll pin. It's either breaking the vise or it's gone. Oh, look at that. Started at least. Glad I put that juice on there. Alright, now just a little better. Need a coin. Always get my loose change as a kid. We're gonna put it in our piggy bank. Soft. Our magnets are pretty soft though. Hopefully they don't explode.
University Technical Institute,
They
you
do
can
that.
train hands-on and learn skills that employers need from their technicians. Learn more about these career paths by clicking the link below.
Alright. Roll pin, lovely.
This universe is just me, but I got a backwards cat with a little bit sloppy. Can't nobody get the game stop. I keep on going like pop. Y'all know that I leave y'all IG. They back on, over to the little bit of rap song. Looking for a beat that I can put facts on. Okay, in the new universe, I'm going with there. I'm about to make a ball.
Alright. Well, it's a start. So it gives a wheel? No. How did I do this when I was a kid? Ay, ay, ay.
Let me fix my hat. MC's gonna get with that. I become a killer with the different rap.
Yeah, dude.
Just flames going everywhere. Their lyrics are ready to heavy flare. Okay, y'all know the deal though. I ain't never thinking I'm never working the real flow. Yeah, count so they couldn't stop me. I'm gonna break 'em up like coffee. Ever since I stood it up and make 'em in the bend on. This a hair neck syndrome sickness. Better witness when I break this. Every time I
Where'd that little hammer go?
blood kind of spray. Y'all know that the same rare. Wisdom up in my beard. I can see the gray hair. Okay, they don't mention me. Me and beats, now we got a codependency. Then again, I can kill it even when it's like a pala. Go before the mic and then it's like a fella. I'm getting my umbrella. Getting to the paper. When I'm ready, I'm always pulling up the paper. Testing my rhythm on the best division. And then the Harry Mack will invest in the vision. Let's go. You go land right up on the blind. Drop a break, then I'm about to get it done. Yes, I'm snapping every time I come through. Yeah, real hip hop artists, what they do. Shouts out to Bruce Nickton. When I rip them on, I know they do gripping. When I have you tripping. These are different uses of sex. Yeah, I don't know my mother, but a threat. Yo, my hands, they had to get set. Y'all know I'm the illest when they heard yeah. And I got a whole set of lyrics. Every time I wreck the spirit. And in fact, we can play a game right now. Let's play a couple of sets. Y'all know I'll be pressing the threat. I do a set every time that I be rocking on stage. I keep you upset, got you up in a rage. Yeah, and y'all know that I'm always up the big thing. Every time I rap, I'll be changing the set team. Cause I need a picture all around you. I'ma let real bars just around you. Y'all know that I'm about to break me there. I'm coming with the crazy sound. I think it's like 9 of the things that I forgot. But regardless of the things that I know, you got hot. Hey, diabolical, you know I think it's evil. Evil, literally I have no evil. Okay, I know what you did. But you never have to do this on the rhyme. Do this all the time. Rip them out of correct. Yeah, rip up on the mic, then I rock and I rap. Hey, other rappers, they just be repeating on me. This is that, every time I think I'm never the cool. I've been pushing up the limit. Jump from the hair.
There it is.
I'ma have you tripping like the ayahuasca. I'm just looking like imposter. Y'all know I slide right past them.
And there's that roll tank getting pushed in there. Did it break?
Okay.
How long have you liked RCs? Why is there somebody rapping on your monitor? Do you like rap freestyle? Well, no, it didn't break. I'm building a new kit. It's an rc10 GT. I just got it. It's Christmas time. This guy rapping is rad. And yeah, I do kind of like rap. You know? Not like crazy rap fan. I was always a punk rocker. But not much more punk rock than rap. It's kind of weird. White guy rapping is like super punk rock. But yeah, that's why. You know, my fancy software I haven't put on this new computer yet. I've got a new computer for my 3D scanning. And I just haven't gotten OBS set up on it yet because it takes a lot to set up a scene. There it is. Ooh, but yeah, we're building this rc10 GT. It's a re-release of the kit from the 90s. When I was a kid, one of my first RC cars was the, well, I guess it wasn't one of my first cars, but it was like my third or fourth, or I had a couple cars when I was a kid. Yeah, heck yeah, I like RC cars. But you know, I started out with like a what was it? Like a grasshopper. My first RC car was a grasshopper. I lived in Portland, Oregon. You know, driving that thing in the woods. But yep. Always remember that Christmas when that RC10 showed up under the tree. This guy's awesome. No, so my channel, like, you know, I'm a little boring. I'm not good at the super chatty stuff, especially if I'm in the middle of a project. I'm glad that you so what's up? Cause what's that other wolf thing? Oh no. Oh. Alright. Another Martin round fire. Heck yeah. You're my little Christmas present here. What's up with you? Where are you from? What are you into? You into RC? Into 3D printing? What brings you to the channel? Oh, got anything you want right here. What do you do for work? I like talking about work. I think, being a man these days, work is very important. And it's very important to be proud of your work. Because if you're not passionate doing something, not inspired, it's not as good as it should be. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. That's better, right? New to the channel. So for a while, I thought I was like kind of shadow banned because I was talking about stuff, all that stuff going on. But I don't know shit about it. Don't work. Nice. Jaded. What RC cars do you like? What's your favorite right now? What was I talking about? I don't even know. You have to tell me. Oh, the first RC cars that I had. Where? Portland, Oregon. I had God, I was a little kid. Like 6 or 7. And I had a Tamiya Grasshopper. And then I had a Wild Willie. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's kind of expensive. So that works. Yes, it is expensive. Can be. You can also do it cheap. No, nothing wrong with used cars. I mean, this is a reissue of a car that was out since like the end of the 90s, the very beginning of the 90s. That it was based off of a car that was released in the 80s. I have one of those OG ones. I'm excited to get my hands back on that one. Alright. Well, if you had your pick, what would be your favorite RC car? I remember when I was a kid, as an adult, I still pour through the catalogs and just look. What is there? But anyways, I'll still remember that Christmas. It was Christmas time. My first RC10 gold pan. That was a gold pan. Just the standard buggy. That crap for a while. I've been doing mostly drift stuff lately, though. The two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive drift. You like trucks? I did a couple of trucks. I did what was it? March Mayhem or May Mayhem a couple years ago. Bought a bunch of monster trucks and tried to make some videos out of them. That was a lot of fun. Monster trucks are fun. A Clodbuster? Yeah, so I've been into RC since I was a young boy, like 6 or 7. You know, I was looked up by my pops. And, you know, it's hard to top seeing him play with a Tamiya Falcon at like where was it, in the Antarctic on an icebreaker in his first station in the Coast Guard. Like, got a lot to look up to there. Pretty cool. Well, yeah, he got me into RC. Got me to my first RCs. Of course, when I was a kid, I didn't buy that stuff. I mean, I did. Once I started working, I put like all my money into that. And then BMX dirt jumping. Out here in San Diego. Driving behind Lincoln Middle School. Alright. We're on control arms. That is a lower control arm. I don't have a lot of active subscribers, right? Well, not active subscribers, but I also do some 3D printing, and I was doing the 3D printing over the live, you know, just to kind of babysit it. And, you know, I don't think people wanted to watch that. And I wasn't really thinking about that when I did it. I just thought it was cool to be able to watch it. And, you know, I think a lot of my regular RC guys were like, okay, peace. I mean, I would. I'd be frustrated. Like, what if Kevin Talbot or whatever his name is did that? I'd be pissed. Alright, you see how that's kind of stiff there? And it doesn't rotate on this perfect brand new pin? I'll pull this pin out. And that is an 1/8 inch shaft, so I'm going to run this 1/8 inch drill bit through the parts that need to pivot.
With so many choices on Booking.com, there are so many Tina
I'm
Fey's
going
I
to
could
clean it
pick.
out so it
Family
should.
Tina at a Miami villa. Or
Good luck.
hiding from her family Tina at a Utah spa hotel.
Clean that out.
Book whoever you want to be. Booking.com, yeah.
But you know, whatever. I was born before Google. Pre-Google time. Yeah, back in AOL days. Oh shit, I think my parents are older than cable. Yeah. Stuff back there, you want everything to be able to move under its own weight. Alright, so where's it hanging? And I'm kind of boring. So if you're wondering why I put that wrap on, it's because, why not? Let's check out some videos. I guess it's a pre-action video. This Harry Mack is bad. That is bad. That is so rad. I wish I could do that. There it is. Probably close enough. So what about you guys? What were your first RC cars? What was your first? What was your favorite? I remember there was this one mud puddle that would dry up and make the perfect rut. And one of the neighbors would drive through it. And when it dried up, it turned into the biggest jump for that Blackfoot. Oh, man. What was I doing here? Cloudbusters are super duper fun if you're into trucks. They're simple. But they're not like, it's not like an X-Max or like one of those ones you would take to a skate park, send off a ramp. That's pretty hard on the cars. And it can be pretty expensive to fix them out. I hate to see people. I mean, it's kind of fun. It is entertaining. You know, carnage is entertaining. Carnage is entertaining. For sure. Oh my gosh. Fingers work. Come on, please. Yes. What do you guys think? You think this guy's cool? Or nah? That's your flavor. Is there left and right for that knife one? Might not. We'll find out later. Alright. You guys into racing, motorcycles, politics, what? What's your guys' deal? Fair. Really don't care if I have a lot of viewers anymore. I really don't care. I'm gonna put these things together. I'm gonna do this fun stuff. And you know what? Sometimes people just need some help with their stuff. And wonder what is actually fun and what is actually not fun and why. You know, like, I really liked racing. That was a lot of fun. I wasn't very good at it. But I sure spent a lot of money doing it. And that kind of sucked. I was racing touring cars. But I really do like two-wheel drive drifting. The indoor two-wheel drive drifting on a plastic tile track. That is good. The cars can be cheap, budgetable. You can get a ready-to-run DC-10 now from Team Associated, and the DC-10 is the kit that I like to run. That's what I'm using as my team car for Postal RC Drift. If you watch my channel, you'll see the taillight builds and all of that for those. And the lights on the team cars. Phil did the paint, and Henry did the decals. Bust one out, but I'm pretty busy with this. This is just because I want to race Grandpa BB. This isn't. I didn't know that stadium racing wasn't really a thing anymore. But I don't even really care. I have a bunch of carpet from an office. I gotta throw it away anyways. Might as well dig some of it out and make a little carpet track. Or just throw it out piece by piece. Do a couple jumps out of that carpet. That'd probably be pretty cool. I would like to have carpet landings for this car because I don't really want to beat it up. I'm not really a person that likes to beat up my stuff anymore. I say that now, but then flashbacks of I think I've jumped every single real car that I've ever owned, at least to some mild extent. So, you like politics, off topic, but you're good at the chatty stuff. I'm really not. I am if I feel like I have somebody to talk to. What about politics is your gig? What do you like about politics? Is it just you're into it because you're following it? Or are you, what about politics? Who's the president? Who's the good, like the governor? What do you think? Do you think it's going good, man? Stronger glasses. Where do the 2X's go? What's this one? Oh, here's the 2X's. Left, right. Left, right. Oh, that's a setup piece. What does it recommend? Word holes. Rear arm mount. Does it really come with options? Wow. No way. 3, 5, nothing. What do these numbers mean? What does it say? Ooh, getting close. Gotta pick one. This might be the point because a lot of people have said that this kit was. Oh, I can't see the screen with those ones. A lot of people have said that the instructions kind of suck for this kit. I disagree so far, but I'm only to. It's on page 9. What's it say here? I think he's better. You like Trump? I like Trump. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, of course, Trump is all about, being an American. Back in the day, being a patriot, being patriotic, being that meant that you would fight for your country. It wasn't just you loved your country. Like the movie, they changed that. It's weird how they represent certain things now. Because, yeah, when I was a kid, a patriot was someone who would fight for your country. Patriot missiles. I mean, come on. But I remember too, you know, they went to shoot that guy. I'm a Christian. Yeah, me too. I'm a more recent Christian. Like, I was a, when I was a teenager, I taught Sunday school a little bit. But then, you know, life got a hold of me and I let it. About as far away from a Christian as a person can get. Now, what's that? I think I need slightly stronger glasses. Somewhere in the middle. What's this one? That's the one. Where's that? Quarter somewhere. So what do you think's gonna happen? Yep. Absolutely. For sure. Teaching my daughter. I feel like that's 0. What does this mean? On the back of these rear suspension mounts that hold the control arms to the chassis, they have different numbers and there's extra sets. I feel like the anti-squat.
Yeah, okay, turn this out, yeah.
And they each do something different. I'm going to be running it on a backyard track. It's hard packed, loose marble top surface. It's actually kind of funny because I think these tires are going to work perfect for that. And stator track tires are really hard to find out. Shoot. I try not to. Pretty bad about it. Oh yeah, that's why I'm losing track of the conversation. You know. It's gotta be several. Somewhere there's supposed to be a diagram of the pieces it comes with. And it should say. No setup sheet. Is there a setup sheet in here? Yeah, there's a lot of pieces, dude. Two's too much. Where the heck did my glasses go? In my head? Oh, no, those are the ones. Alright, that seems to do. Can I still read you? It's so weird to be an old person. Popular. Oh, popularity. It's not all it's cracked up to be. I mean, come on. That's alright. No need to be popular. Popular enough. With the people around me for reals. Use some more light. Old. Okay, I can't read this. I really can't read that. 3, 5, and then nothing. So I bet that's 0. How's this so hard to read? Left. Half. It's gotta be towing. Well, it's gonna be dusty. I'm gonna go full tone. Toe in. Pretend your chassis goes this way. This is your rear tire. Your front tires are up here. Like this. The arms of the chassis are center line. Toe in is where the front of your back tire points towards the center of your chassis. So when it starts to come around, it's already turned some. It is resisting that rotational motion just through its rolling resistance. That's what towing is for. Since I'm going to be driving it in dust, a hard surface with dust on it, I'm going to do all the towing. Did I pull the right ones? 3R, 3L. Alright. Yep. Shame. Why, are you super famous? It's kind of crazy. Super famous people are kind of like normal people too in a lot of ways.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Can be.
Yeah. What's up, Harry? Did you get married? I noticed the golden ring that hand Harry. Yes, it's true.
Oh man, my nose is running. What is that?
It's like I'm telling your mind with time to roar. Old school at the time of the dinosaurs. How do I make that go away? I start to move the day. Yeah. I get busy when I rock the show. And my name is respected.
See, the best light for the show is actually pretty dim. And then how I get all of this right here. It's pretty, I'm old. I'm just old. I'm an old person. That's all it is. Left. I should color code these. Use a better light. R. Right. Okay. Some of those get held in with countersunk flathead cap screws. Well, and I do this basically, not this, but a big part of the thing that I do in the shop that I work in for a living is assembling things just from blueprints.
Then clean someone else's.
You know, no instructions, just blueprints.
Stay and save.
And actually, I'm the guy that validates that all of the parts are exactly what they're supposed to be. All the way through. And then I'm the guy that signs the thing going to the customer saying that everything was exactly right the way they wanted it. Oh, that is so stressful. But, you know, we're doing it for like 20 years. So weird. So old.
You can use it to animate any element and create
Right.
really eye-catching
Three.
interactions. And what I love
Front
is that
holes.
the level of control you get here is crazy precise. You can set your animation ease, scale size, and position to create this
Really, the
really
right
dope
screw
effect.
is so long.
Third, we've got the mega menu. This not only lets you organize your site menu into different subcategories, but it also looks amazing when you add in different elements like text, buttons, images.
Yep, 491, that's half inch.
And last
Close
but not
enough.
least, we've got by designs. This feature lets you
Pretty
set
crazy.
any section of
I don't
components
really
you've
understand
already created.
how
As a starter point on any other page of the
sloppy
site.
some of these
This one's personally saved me a ton of time.
manufacturing
So you got
things
all these
are
features. Now see what
when
you
you
can do with them.
work in
You don't know what works and
manufacturing.
create something else.
or it's the guy that has to tell the machinist, like, oh, you use the wrong screw thread here. Something like that. We deal with parts where it's one piece. And say this is part about being an American is cool, right? Because I have the freedom to do the job that I want to do, and I have the freedom to say, "Let's go, Brandon." You know. But you know, I work in a place where sometimes we make things that are this big, and it's a prototyping shop, and it'll be like a $10,000 piece or more. You're crazy. What do you think about all this stuff going on in the other countries? Do you think we should be involved with that?
The ones who hear, I, Joe, can't live. Mass nomenclature, open poetry, equators.
Oh, is it just a dance squad?
We'll pick it up from there. See my raps seem true. Underground.
Oh yeah, that's Cohen.
Wax extreme. You zebras should be seen. Nope, I can't do it. Nope, type
I wish I could get this to stay on time. Can I pin it from the top?
Yeah.
Israel?
Let's go. Max coming through, delivering fresh.
Yeah, I don't know.
I see colors when I hear
I think it's our position as Christians to not beget evil with evil. We should support no more. Except for the war for our souls. Too many people get too upset, go too far. And the thing is, you start killing people, and all of a sudden they can't be saved anymore. You know, war is a travesty. A lot of people die. But what are your thoughts on that? What do you think we should do over there? Support Israel? Help them guard themselves? What's the Bible say about that if we think this is the end times, like a lot of people are thinking? So there's a lot of people thinking that. You know, this new Google chip, what is it, 105 qubits?
Current owners and lessees of an eligible non-GM vehicle get $3,000 purchase allowance on most 2024 Cadillac Escalade models.
Let's see here. In the Bible, the prophecy is Israel would survive until the end. I think that God's using America to protect. Well, it depends. You know? Because there wasn't an Israel for a while. Like, look up when Israel, modern Israel, was founded. I think, I don't know. Could be. It could be, because, like, yeah. So that should just drop under its own weight, like, better than that, even. But I don't know, I'm not as well educated on that as I should be. Not nearly. Where did that magnet go? Wow.
Yeah, I'ma break you off with the virtual concert when I disperse and start to work the flow. It hits you speak it's real hard, it makes you well aware.
Israel.
I got hella flair from LA to Delaware. It's open dog if you test me. I do my thing in the ring like it's
Nah.
it's a catch 22.
You can't support a war.
Job without a job, no experience. Who's hearing it? Yo, can't have it both ways.
What we can do is we can pray that there become righteous people over there. You know, I think in the end, the Jews are reunited with Jesus, right? Not is it the tribe of David is reunited with the land, or what? Is that how that works? What are the verses? Look it up. We'll look it up. This thing called a Bible Gateway. What should we search? Here, any word or phrase. I can't spell. Yeah. Genesis. Then the man said, "Your name will no longer be Jacob, but Israel." Genesis, Genesis, Genesis. We want what? Revelations? What am I doing wrong here? Nevertheless, let's see, Revelation 2:14. Nevertheless, I have a few things against you. There are some among you who hold the teaching of Balaam, who taught Balak to entice the Israelites to sin, so that they ate food sacrificed to idols and committed sexual immorality. Revelation 7:4. Then I heard the number of those who were sealed, 144,000 from all the tribes of Israel. They had a great high wall with 12 gates, with 12 angels at the gates. On the gates were written the names of the 12 tribes of Israel. I don't know. What do you think? How do you think that goes down? What do you think are the verses from your point of view there that say that? Because I think that God redeems all of the world for us so that we can live in a perfect environment, right? Come down with fire in his eyes and sword out of his mouth. All that good stuff. guess it depends too, right? Because a lot of that, I don't know. I don't know. As a Christian, you don't support war. Now, don't get me wrong. Someone come here and try and hurt my family. Mm-mm. But they'd have to do that. I feel like that would actually be easier to do off the car. It's probably why it says to do that off the car. Whoops. Put that back. Running out of magnets, guys. Whoa. Metal sliver. These neodymium magnets are nickel plated. The nickel likes to flake off when you hit them with hardened metal. I don't know who would put any pressure on something like that way. Yep, I'm saved. Since my daughter was here, you know, a lot of those stories in the Bible, they kind of hit a little different when you're a father. You know that. Oh, man. It's a little easier to see why, you know, people end up in places away from God. You know, you're kind of in there in some pretty dark places. Doing some pretty dark things. Just pretty dark, messed up people. Oh my gosh. I think I'm actually going to have to take this off. Whatever. Save more time doing it the right way. I just skipped right over that step. Guy who just got rc10t car, is that the classic re-release? Or is it B5 plus, like a B7 or whatever they're up to? Because the newer ones I think are metric. So yeah, that would be the standard 2.5, 2. I'm sorry, 2.5, 3, 3.5. What is it? Well, if they're SAE, yes, I am making a remote control car. rc10t. There's a 1/16 and a 3/32, and so far it's done almost every screw in the kit. Oh, yes, 3s, 10s, 12s. But that's real car stuff. Real car. Man, you know, I always miss my Camaro. The toy car thing just doesn't have the same Does not have the same curb appeal. But boy, that car was going to get me in some trouble. Oh boy. Gosh, now I'm the old guy with the crazy fast car stories, huh? I've definitely never exceeded 155 miles an hour on the freeway. Definitely not by 25 miles an hour or so. It depends on which car it is. Which is it? Just an RC10? Like, is it one of these re-releases? Because if it's a re-release, it's gonna be standard hardware. Am I not current? Okay. So if they are standard, I just get both. You know, those cheap screwdriver sets from AMA, nut drivers and stuff. You know, better to have it even if it's cheap than not have it at all. Oh, come on, fingers. How's that Mustang running? Play stuff? Man, I hope it's keeping me current on the chat. Ran into a crowd tonight. Back of the, wow. Yeah. I used to give all my Mustang boys in my car club that I started by buying hot rod parts on Facebook Marketplace and what was it? Craigslist. One guy was a Marine. He was cool. He bought a house on accident. Bought a condo way back in the day. Couldn't sell it before he got deployed. Got deployed, was gone for a long time. Came home, sold it, and boom, was driving Lamborghinis around. Marine. Nice guy. I love seeing those guys do good for themselves and get cool stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What are you up to? You running that track right now? What time is it? It's 12:30. 12:15. What are you doing up? I guess it is party time. Forward holes. Oh yes. Use the holes that are forward. The other YouTube guys say these instructions are terrible. I'm the guy that likes to just put it together different than the instructions say. Charger packs for tomorrow? You know what? I need to do that. I need to, oh man, I feel so bad. Phil, it's been so long since I've been over there that I left my packs charged. I didn't discharge them. Freaking Christmas, man. Our friggin' neighbor. Our neighbors caught one of their cars on fire. Did I just put that in upside down too? What in the hizzy? That's why it was better to lose track of conversation than car parts. Caught their car on fire. I don't know. Did I tell you about that, Phil? I was in here moving things around to get this sweet scene set up. I heard something fall over. Well, I thought it was something fell over. And somebody's car blew up next door. Like literally blew up. Explosion. Fucking fire. Pardon my French. Freaking fire over the roof line. I heard the loud bang, and like I have a toddler. So I like looked around here and was like, oh, I didn't drop anything. And I was like, oh, my toddler. Did she climb the dresser or something and pull it over on herself? So I ran back there, checked on my kid, and through the back window I just saw fire. The whole window of fire. I was like, what the heck? Ran out there, and the neighbor's car, the gas tank had caught on fire and blown up. I got both of my fire extinguishers off my truck. Wasn't able to get the fire out with them. And we called the the fire department, and literally the thing had ran out of gas. They had the key on. The key was on, and it was just pouring gas all over the engine, and so the fire wasn't going out. It wasn't going out. It wasn't going out. And then, right as the fire department got there, ran out of gas, stopped burning. After like, I don't know, 5 or 6 fire trucks came up the road. Oh man. That poor young man, anyways, to get back to my track, is like, what an unfortunate Christmas for that fella. I don't know why I was talking about that though. Could be really bad. Oh, my batteries? Yeah, that is how you ruin lithium-ion batteries, guys. Leaving them charged or leaving them entirely discharged. I think leaving them charged is slightly less bad. Supposedly they don't have a memory. That was supposed to be the selling point of those lithium-ion packs back in the day. It's different size screws? Am I fucking nuts, man? Half. 2x. Per side. Notch on top. That's a half. That's a half. That's a half. All the other screws are a half. Why is that screw so much longer? Also a half. Interesting. Also a half. Huh. Which is not as tight. Or something. Or... So on these rear suspension mounts, the important angles are going to be relative to the chassis, which is what sits into this pocket right here. The angle that this hinge pin goes in. So, if this hinge pin, say the front of the car is towards my face, right here, if this hinge pin is pointed this way, it's anti-squat. So this angle, only front to back, up and down, is anti-squat. And then, so the chassis would be inside here. Imagine it the same orientation as before, up and down, pointing towards the center line, and away. That's the other important angle on that mount. That's your toe in for your rear arm. And that setting helps you have control in loose conditions. But too much towing on a high traction track is also bad because it'll slow you down. They say. But then they also say slow is fast. Who knows? I was not very good at it. I wouldn't mind getting back into racing though. But tires are expensive. Somebody would have to be giving me tires. I only did it for like a year or 2, or maybe 3. Racing. I almost think the building them is the fun part. Alrighty. Am I missing any comments up here? Oh, wheel nuts, shock nuts, etc. Nuts. So far, it's been 3/16. Let's see. So, the nut up here is bigger than this one. This is 3/16, which was, okay, so that was on these ball ends here. That was weird. 3/16 is on these ball ends. Those are bigger. Those are 1/4. Yes. 1/4. 0.25. God. That is Kamala and her accents. You know, Kamala could have worked out as a president if she would stop lying and, you know, maybe when she matures into a person that respects other people's boundaries. I don't know. Maybe she's like the special kid. I don't know. I feel really bad saying that way. Nah. That was about the closest we got to a war that I would support. People were tripping about that though. Like, what do you think about these drones? Yeah, I've been looking at this ECX temper. And to me it looks like a little Capra, like a knockoff Capra. I was just talking to somebody on Facebook Marketplace that had one of these. I'd put it up on the screen, but it would I could literally put it on the screen. Oh yeah, one of those things. And it looks like the little UGB18, which I recently got a UGB18. I actually took it on its first test drive today. That's actually part of why I'm staying up so late getting this going, because I should have been working on that all day. Working on this all day. That UGB18, I'm pretty excited about that one too. Because I'm going to put... Oh. I'm going to put... I have a thing for that somewhere. It's fancy. Whatever, find that one later. I'm going to put the Hobby Wing 2-in-1 in that. UHB 18, so I needed to see how it drove with the brushed setup first. But the cool part about the new 4-wheel steering UGB 18 this Mama Jamma. Thank you to the family that gave me Amazon gift cards for Christmas. You guys paid for the vast majority of this, and I would not have gotten this for myself if I had not received your Amazon gift cards. Merry Christmas. This is what you bought me. It is really cool, and I really appreciate it. 4-wheel steering. Pretty cool. And with the new 4-wheel steering one, because it comes with the extra servos or something, they switched over to a regular receiver. I don't know if you can see it in there, but there's a regular 5-channel Spectrum receiver back there. Those are expensive. I bought one of those for my Capra. They're like 60 to 80 bucks just for that receiver. So for that to be in this little car is pretty cool. But I did get the Hobby Wing Fusion 2-in-1 motor system to put in here, which has field orientation control, which is super duper awesome with rock crawling. Like, super amazing. It's like clockwork. You have to see it in action to really understand it. Man, where is that motor though? I should show y'all. Especially now I'm talking about it. What the hizzy? Here it is. This thing. Phil, when I got that gift card from you, I bought this. I bought crawler stuff with it. I spent a lot of stuff. Spent a lot of money on drift car stuff though. But this is what I got. Then I didn't have a little mini to put in it. So I was going to be like, oh, I'm going to build a car from the ground up. And I was like, nah, I don't need a $900 mini crawler. I'm going to play with those. They're not much. I mean, they're pretty amazing, Wayne, if you're watching. But, yeah, hopefully he's not watching this, but that's, you know, that thing's pretty dang capable for a lot less money. But it's not a 1/25th scale. It is definitely more like a 12 scale. I mean, shoot, it might even be more like a realistic 10th scale. I have a Suzuki Jimny body I kind of want to put on it. You know, like turn that thing into... I have one of those WPL Suzuki Jimny crawlers, and I've been really bought that for that initially, but then when they came out with a soft top version of that, that kind of put a hold on that one. I should probably just give that away. How many subscribers do I have now? It's like 620. But yeah, I scared him all the way with the 3D printing bull crap. Happy holidays. The rear bulkhead. Look at this. Yeah. Brings back memories. Even with it dyed yellow, it's pretty. Like, were these ever white, or were they always kind of a funny yellow color? And I think the molds that they made these out of might have been 3D printed. Might be driven. But to me, there's a shiny spot on the back of that that looks. I'm probably seeing things. Ooh. Oh, it's because I stirred up the sanding dust over there. That's what it is. Woof. Excuse me. Orange soda, good. Yum, yum. Orange pop. This is so good. Okay. What are we doing here? Back bulkhead. Battery tray doors the front. Counters on screws holding it up. Half inch. Half inch, 832. You know, they're kind of jerks on the steering. They use a 540 thread. 540 thread. I mean, it's not extremely uncommon. It's just not common. It's kind of an odd size. You're welcome, YouTube. Gosh. Again? Buggers? Alright. The heck was I doing, and what was I talking about? Bulkhead. Half inch, countersunk, quarter 20, 832, excuse me. 832 flathead cap screw. This is a flathead cap screw. This is a cap screw because it has a hex. It's a flathead because it sits flat in a countersink. It's the shape or the feature that you put in a piece of sheet metal or metal to make that fit flush. It's a cap screw because the screw is a cap. And yeah. Funny story, metric and American cap screws have a different angle on the countersink. I believe metrics have a steeper angle on it. I don't remember the numbers off the top of my head. Try not to think about work. God, I really want to make RC car parts though. That's what I want to do. I've been manufacturing for 20 freaking years. I just want to make toy car parts. Come on, somebody pay me a whole bunch of money to make toy car parts, would you? Instead of the stuff the stuff that's like this stuff. Can't talk too much about. What do you guys think about the new Google chip? 108 qubits. Or what? 105 qubits or whatever. Like, where do they get that number that it would take a normal computer 10 trillion years to do a calculation that the thing was able to do in just a couple of minutes? Where's that number come from? Is that a calculation? Somebody's saying, oh, it has this many switches in it and they can operate this fast. Or is it because with the quantum computing they technically have all the answers at one time? Huh. What do you think? Should we watch a thing about that, or should we go back to that Mac guy? That guy was cool. Like, what are these people saying about it? What? 2-speed transmission and a TRX-4M? What do you guys think? I want to go back to Harry Mack. Harry Mack. Let's do some legendary freestyle Harry Mack.
Here's how the average man's life would change if
First
he
there's
used
the ad.
pi for 5 days straight. Day 1, he would...
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
I go by Harry Mack. Can I do a freestyle rap for you guys? Yes.
That was so
This guy is rad.
What's up? Nothing. Nice. Hey, what's up? What's going on? How you guys doing? I'll show you.
Google
but
chip,
first,
Google
can I
chip,
just
Google
demonstrate
chip.
What I do?
Be a nice guy, would you please?
Okay, I need
You
your
sure help all those AIs
So,
that come out of
how
here
many?
just
We got 6 people.
nice
Each
and
of you?
understanding.
Oh, we got 7. We got 7. All right, we're gonna
Stuff.
try this. Oh, there's 8. Goddamn. If everybody on camera right now can give me one crazy random word, then I can show you what I do.
Alright.
Chicken, binoculars, aerodynamics.
Oh, frat house. We call it frat house
Did
there.
you say bacon?
Yeah.
All right, let me review. Chicken, binoculars, aerodynamics, bacon,
Listen to this guy.
Madagascar, and blasphemy. All right, check it out. Let's get it. Yeah.
Rear turnbuckles.
Okay, check the way that I'm ripping, man, I got them all flipping. I leave rappers terrified, they be scared, they be chicken. Yeah, check the way I'm doing it, that freestyle guy. Word to chicken, word to birds, cause my lyrics too fly. I'll be coming off the tip of this and spitting the best. H-Man, I cook you up just like a chicken breast. Yeah, I ain't got no time to kick it with these dumb shits. Word to chicken legs, I got rhythm
Language,
like
boy,
drumsticks.
language.
On another level when I do my thing. Improvise, leave you fried, something like some chicken wings. Yeah,
It's pretty
you think
cool.
you on my level, problem is you not, boss. I'm spicy like some chicken wings up in the hot sauce. Follow along, killing the song. None of these rappers have heard me. Similar, but we be different. They be a chicken, I'm turkey. Bigger and better when I'm taking flight. Everything that I grab on the mic, just to recite, sounds like something you might sit down to write. But it simplifies constantly. I bomb MCs, I'm dropping words. Hey yo, I'm seeing to a distance, no binoculars. Yeah, everything I'm spitting sounded hella dope. They couldn't see me even if they had a telescope. H-Mac, man, my vibe ain't never settled. You in trouble. Couldn't see me if you watching on the humble. Listen, I'm in another galaxy, another stratosphere. Breaking through that atmosphere, the dopest figure that was clear. Wait,
Turnbuckle assemblies.
when I slam it,
Yeah.
in the spacecraft that's aerodynamic.
Somewhere I have
When he's doing
a
his
tool
thing, I'm moving
for that.
fast, aerodynamic when spreading my wings. Now follow me there. I'm about to blast you. I'm moving past you. I make you gas, but
That's probably too loud.
I'm like NASA. I'm leaving the surface and living my purpose. These rappers is worthless. When I'm spitting, they be sweating, they nervous.
So badass. I dig it. Yeah. Live stream. Oh, no watchers now.
I'ma keep on going when I blast bars. From LA to Madagascar. Hey yo, you didn't think my brain could stretch that far. Hey yo, I race around these streets just like a NASCAR. Hey yo, it has to be so. Hell no, we here to cause catastrophes. Actually, I'm the cause of casualty casually. I'm rolling with my faculties and utilizing faculties to smash MCs. Yeah, holler back, my G. That make MC be going deeper. Don't know what we on. Brand new lyrics is about to get
Alright, guys. We're gonna get off of the air here and work on this car. I get so much more done outside. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed this episode, let me know what you liked about it in the comments, and I'll try to do more of that. If there's something specifically you hated, let me know what that was too. I feel like that comment's gonna blow up in my face.